Hi everyone. Y'all already know this is my little cozy little corner until I get my studio back. But it has been raining, so my hair is a little bit fly away. Forgive my appearance. And we are to live from love. That's what we're doing. I had already shuffled this deck earlier, which is the Light Seers deck. I am still having problems with my throat. Please forgive me. I'm going to combine that with the Dark Mirror, a couple cards from there, a couple cards from the Hoodoo deck. So yeah, that's what we're going to do tonight. And forgot to put my little blockage little area because you already know Spirit likes to throw cards at me. So let's hope they don't throw too many cards. Also, if I have to, use the cartomancy in case that we have to clarify anything. So we're going to try to be cool about it. Let's see if Spirit doesn't throw cards at me. If they do, well, let's see how much more we can cover here. Because the last time they even found the rarest of the little holes that I still had, and they threw cards at me. If I have to take a sip out of my water, I am drinking lemon water. And so I'm sorry about that, but my throat is trying to close up. I even put color on my lips just for y'all because I look more pale right now than normal. Let's start with the Light Seers deck. Hello everyone, my name is Victoria Violet. This is Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. And I wanted to do this before it got too late. And of course this will be uploaded, God willing. The YouTube, the God of YouTube, as they say, will allow that to happen. And so let's go. Thank you so much for my returning people. This was interesting because this is the first card that came out. This is the Queen of Coins. I'm going to use that as the theme here for some reason. I still don't know if that's you, Libra Collective. That's why I'm saying if I have to clarify with the cartomancy, I don't mind doing that because I'm kind of confused, and you'll see why in a minute. Now this is you. I don't care if you're male or female. Remember, this is a general reading. We're reading the energies. So far, there are two feminine energies here that could very well be, or there could be two differing energies. One is someone whom, so far, if we're just talking about the Queen of Coins, which she likes to build wealth. And then, of course, this one is a thinker and an inventor, a doer, but not until she thinks things through. I'm saying she because they're female energies. Even if you're a male, you can still embody the feminine part of your sign. So right now we are reading for the Libra Collective. So it doesn't matter that the Libra is coming out in her feminine state. So I'm going to put those two cards up right there as the theme cards, okay? Now this is what the beautiful energy is that I got. And I do feel at this point that whatever Libra is out there that's trying to build things of value, of wealth, property, the self, education, degrees, certifications. Why? Because the more you build yourself up, the more you become the Queen of Coins. It doesn't matter whether you're a male. That's the last time I'm going to say that, okay? So now you're trying to build towards the Empress energy. And that is a beautiful succession, okay? Because if you start out with the Queen of Coins, you're fruitful already. Then if you end up as the Queen of Swords, you're able to think things through analytically as to where you should place those coins. Now do you understand why I like that setup? Then if you're going towards the Empress status, to me, you're mastering the coin, which is I almost said the metaphysical, the material physical plane, as well as the spiritual plane, because the spiritual plane, you cannot have that without the thought process. You cannot have that without the crown chakra, which is part of the head, and the mind sits inside of the head. Sorry, it just does. Or connects with the head, right? Now, in order to get to the Empress status, this is the way you're feeling. Sometimes you feel like your hands are tied and bound. And sometimes you feel free. I think it's a matter of perspective, and I have to just be honest about that. The normal everyday person, so saying you, because that was a generic term. The normal everyday person has no idea how, even in the morning when you wake up, you might wake up having a really bad day, or you have a test that day, or you have an interview and you feel like this. Before you even start your day, you feel all anxious, you feel the anxiety. But if you really want to, you can turn that around, and let's see. Yeah, I can snap. In a snap, you can turn that energy of negativity, anxiety, overwhelming energy of anxiety, depression, calamity, into, look, I'm good to go. Why do I say that? Okay, first let me disclaim here. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist, I'm not a psychologist. Sorry, my words are not coming out very well. I apologize for that. But I can tell you this. You do have the power of self. So let's take away the people that have mental illness and put them over here. They're nice people, but we're not talking about those people right now. We're not talking about conditions. Right now, we're just talking about choice. Okay, now let's take the card back. You have the choice that if you wake up feeling like this, to turn it into this. And I can tell you that with all certainty, because 10 years back, I stopped allowing my bad mornings to continue through the day. Therefore, my whole week would be poopy pants, because I allowed this to happen. I did, by my will. I was having a bad day, bad morning. Okay, y'all don't know this, most of y'all, unless y'all work in an office. But back then, when I was coming up, I had to wear stockings, silk stockings, high heels, nice suit, nice skirt, and nice dress blouse. Sometimes even a tie, you know, the female tie, which I know most of y'all don't even know what that is, female tie, but there are those that do. Okay, your hair had to be nicely done, not crazy looking like mine is right now, your makeup, etc. Well, what if my only pair of pantyhose, that's what they're called, silk stockings, once I was trying to get them out of the container because they used to look like an egg. People that are my age know that. And you'd start putting them on, and if you stretch them the wrong way, and you're like, oh, right? Why? Because you couldn't show up to work without pantyhose. They would send you home. And if they wanted to be generous, they'd send you to the store, if you had a car, and go get some pantyhose from the corner drugstore, etc. Come back. If you didn't have a JCPenney's or a Sears, for those that know what a Sears is, nearby. Okay? So, you could start your day like that. You could start your day with going outside and you're like, Martha Plucker, the car won't start, right? You get it. So there's plenty of reason to keep your day going this way. But when you learn to taper yourself, when you learn to control your attitude. Now, am I saying once you learn to control your attitude and change it around that you're never going to have days like this? No, I'm not saying that, because I'm not ludicrous. But I am saying there'll be far few and in between, because you're not allowing your energy, because the energy is what's dictating it. The attitude that you take on, whether it's positive or negative, is going to feed this energy, or it's going to feed this energy. So when you start feeding more of this energy, all of this melts away. The thing is, like with emergencies or unforeseen issues, they're unforeseen for the most part, right? So does that mean you could fix it right away? Most likely not. Could I fix the fact that they hit me in the rear and they hit me in the front? No. I have to wait, right? I have to wait. So things like that, if you have to wait because it's out of your control, is what I'm trying to say. Why are you trying to control it? Why? You're wasting all your positive energy to turn into this. Meanwhile, you can't even control the issue. So why not feel like this, let it go, let your day turn into this, and you're good to go. All right, now that we know what we're talking about, let's keep going. Right? So the Empress status. Now this is what got me, and I didn't get to do this reading earlier because I've been really busy, and I'll be busy until probably the next 5 days. So please forgive me that I'm only doing one big reading per day, okay? If that. So you already got the Queen of Coins, and I'm not going to pick her up. You already got the Queen of Coins once. You went into the, and she's over there. And then you went into the Queen of Swords energy. I get really hot when I read for y'all. And then you went into the Empress status, and then back into the status of the Queen of Coins. So if I had to read this from going from the past to the future, this is what I would say to you. And again, I said I wasn't going to say it, but I'm going to say it one last time for clarification. I'm reading for males, females, in between. I don't care what you are. I'm reading for you. The energy are the energies of the cards. If I was reading one-to-one with you, then I would tell you it's a female or a male, etc. All right, now that we have that clarified, from your past to your future, you were the Queen of Coins. You had the status of the Queen of Coins. You had the coinage. You had the Midas touch. You had the ability to draw in, bring in, etc. That type of money that you needed or wanted. For some reason, maybe that dried up, maybe that went away, something happened. Once you went into your Queen of Swords, she's more analytical. So she maybe took a sabbatical from people, from, I don't know, volunteering or anything else, and went inside, went within. Because she has the ability to go within. She is a little bit like the King of Swords, but she's more soft. She's more demure. She likes to go inside, and she likes to weigh everything. And then she likes to be level-handed. And for me, more than the king, she is more the embodiment of the scales. Because she tries harder than the King of Swords to be level, to be just. The King of Swords, if he doesn't like what you're saying, even if you're right, he will cut your head off immediately. The Queen of Swords will give you the opportunity to tell you, for them to tell you the truth. But if you don't tell her the truth, she will then cut your head off. So she has mercy. The King of Swords has no mercy. Don't ask me why it is like that, but he's a lot more cold, a lot more calculating, and he's more inside his head than the female. The female can switch more easily between the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, which is a more loving. Okay, the upside down queen, you don't want to fuck with anybody that's an upside down queen, because she's a crazy bitch and she doesn't have to be a Libra. Just letting you know. So you went from the Queen of Coins to the Queen of Swords energy to go within, maybe to figure out what happened. You're on your way to the status of the Empress, because that's the present right now. You have been on your way to the Empress status, male or female, it doesn't matter, for I want to say a good month and a half now. Okay, for sure a good solid month. Now, in your future, as the Empress, you will be able to hold on to that coinage. You will be able to build with that coinage, and you will be able to live really well with that coinage. Okay? Why do I say that? Because your work is going to be super important. And you see how she's got a candle? She's she's illuminating her own third eye or her own intellect. Okay, you see all of those rays that are connecting her to the coin, the pentacle, and all the other little discs above her head. Those are all ideas that she's trying to capitalize on. I say she because it's a female figure. She, he, it doesn't matter. Okay? So those are all ideas that this individual, see how they have the learnt smarts and then they have the herbal magic smarts. So it's a combination of two worlds. And what did I say? What did I just finish saying? Because again, writing, intellectualness, using wisdom, using medicine of old, right? Herbs. Again, you have two individuals here in combination with the self, from the coins to the intellect. Okay? So you're balanced, and you're balancing out. For those who haven't gotten there quite yet, you're getting there and you're getting balanced out. If you've already gotten to the intellectual side where you did possibly put yourself in a hermit stage for a little bit and stepped away from the world, even stepped away from friends, family, etc., so that you could see where maybe the turn, I do that a lot. I like to talk about New Hampshire because I didn't think I'd ever fall in love with a place so much. I am so head over heels in love with New Hampshire, by the way, in case anybody's wondering. I thought I would never fall in love with any other place, even if I visited, because I loved Germany when I lived there for 4 years. But not like I loved Texas because the people are so warm. But the existence that I live here in New Hampshire is very unique in that it offers me a lot of nature. It offers me a lot of communing with nature, and I'm very much a nature-bound person. If I cannot be near water, if I cannot be near woods, I wilt, literally. Okay? So I'm very happy here. And that's what I feel like eventually, with everything that's coming together here for you, you're going to have a lot of happiness, and you're going to use your intellect to get you there. You're going to use the coins that you collect to build with your intellect, your ideas, and it's going to take you where you need to go. And look at that. It's going to happen pretty fast. Pardon me. It's going to happen pretty fast. The Seven of Wands, isn't that ever the endeavor of a Libra, is to try to balance themselves, right? And that's what that is, balancing. So a lot of wands, which to me tells me you're going to be running around a lot. You're going to be working a lot. So you will need to rest. You will need to rest. You know what I love about this card? I love that she's sleeping, yes. But I love that she's bad, she's been battered. She's been battered. But she's still going. So soon you will have the energy of the star, where whatever you wished for is going to come to pass. Whatever it is that you want. And when I'm saying whatever, I'm talking about if it's love, sure, but I'm talking about financial security. Whatever it is that you've wished for, you're going to get, because the star is coming out in your favor. Again, what I just finished saying, whatever you can dream of, whatever you can think of, your intellect is going to get you far. This is the Ace. Okay, here we go. Ace of Swords. What do we do as Libras? We think. So might as well have those thoughts that you're constantly thinking and mulling over and churning in your brain. Might as well have them bring to you all your wealth and security that you've been wanting. Here's where I didn't like what I saw. Here we go. Here we go. Do you see the puppet master? Here we go. See how he's trying to control everything? Here we go. We all know what the King of Wands wants. More than anything, instead of using his energy and fiery passion towards building things, what does he normally use it towards? Controlling for what? You see the wand? Might as well just close that and just give the wand to him. Because we all know what the wand represents, right? Now, this is someone I can put my faith in. I can put my faith in this one. This, you see how the heart chakra, you see how much his heart chakra is shining? Look at the brilliance of that. And for those that wear glasses like I do, I'm sorry. Sometimes the details of the cards are so important to me that I gotta sacrifice your eyesight. Step away from it. Okay? But look how the glow of his heart chakra. Why? Because this is a person that is in touch with their human side, is in touch with their emotional intelligence. I'm not going to say that they can't give you the wand. I didn't say that. But this particular one, I don't think it's the same person, because the other one is like nothing but wand, meaning that's what interests them the most. This one, they're more nature bound. They're more natural people. They're more just people that want to share life and share in life. Now, could it be that one person that is very into you? Sorry, I cut my nails because they were all broken anyway. So I'm having trouble picking these up. Could it be this person that comes on way too strong in the wand, wants to change and become this? Okay, I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Because it is a relationship from the past. It is somebody you already know. It is somebody that you've already met. This is usually also a past life relationship. But it is for sure people that say, you know, you could have met it, you know, you could have known each other from childhood. Very far few and in between, that's going to be the measure, right? The issue. Or, let's see, or someone that is a past life relationship. I mean, I know I have one, but not everybody does. Not everybody remembers their past lives, okay? But for sure, you've already met. They will come in and offer you something. With the King of Cups and then coming in with the Knight of Cups, they are coming in trying to offer you love. I'm not going to say they're not. But I don't like... Why do they have to come in and do this? Is it because they're going to try to tell you what you want to hear? Or is it because they actually are bringing in something that's positive? Seven of Swords is always somebody trying to get away with shit. You know, sorry, up until then, I guess I was okay. Page of Pentacles, so they are going to offer you something, but maybe you're the one that feels like whatever they're bringing is going to be shady, right? Because this is the shady card. If nothing else, we know this as the shady card. And I have said this before, so I am going to reiterate it here because I'm not one of those people that, let me see something. I'm not one of those people that doesn't stand on their words. Oh my God, I hope I don't sneeze. So I am going to stand on my word. People can change. I'm not saying people cannot change. Okay? People can change. But everything has to... You show me, don't tell me. I'm at a stage in life where I don't want... If it was me that I was reading for, right? And not just the Libra Collective, I would want that person to show me, don't tell me. Because when you're showing me your actions, that speaks for itself. But when you're telling me something and then you take that back, that also speaks for itself. So I would like to see more actions behind the talk. Okay? Judgment is coming out in your favor with this Page of Pentacles. And of course you have the fates that back that up. things can grow. But they are bringing with them some destructive patterns, I want to say, with the Five of Wands. But those will die away. Some of the destructive patterns will die away. Why do I say that? Because the Ten of Swords comes out right after the Five of Wands. Because this is the ultimate of happy times, happiness. So I want to say, this person that's trying to come back into your life, I'm going to try to say this as diplomatically as I can. Okay? Again, I'm going to say this as diplomatically as I can, because this is what they're wanting with you. The ultimate happiness. So again, I never want to take my words back. I never want to say something and then double talk. So, again, I posted a video about a month ago, and I asked in that video for people to answer me, and nobody did. That's okay. I answered it myself. It was rhetorical anyway. Can someone who has lust for you be in a marriage or a permanent relationship with you, love you emotionally, but also love you passionately to where it's out of this world crazy sex? And my answer was, hell yeah. Why is it that people think that you can only have one or the other? Now, I'm going to answer my own question. Because a lot of people are in loveless marriages where it's all about the Benjamins. They're together because it's cheaper to keep her. It's easier to keep him because they build, you know, a mini empire together, and they don't want to fight about, you know, getting rid of this or getting rid of that or cutting it down the middle or whatever. I don't know. Call me crazy, but I'd rather have peace of mind than be stuck to somebody. Cannot stand. That's just me. I mean, I literally walked away from a lot of money once upon a time because I didn't want to fight. And I can tell you that it's peaceful. You may have less, but it's peaceful. You can build it up again because God is good that way. But nonetheless, can you have someone that you are supremely, erotically attracted to, and that same person you love with all your heart? Yes, most definitely. Whoever told you guys that you could only have one or the other, I don't think they knew what they were talking about. Or maybe they just never had experienced anything like that. I have. My twin flame, yeah, that's the way I feel. But what can I say? Maybe I'm special that way. Let's go on to the dark mirror. I'll grab a couple of these, a few. Let's see if something different comes out. Okay, again, the dark mirror. This one is like spooky, but like they say in Massachusetts, wicked smart. And the reason I say it like that is because I don't think I've ever used a deck that is like so pinpointed on the way the cross watcher is behaving. So this is what I'm going to ask. Spirit, is there anything in our behavior or in our lives as a Libra collective or in the cross watcher's life as a Libra cross watcher that we need to know for today? Please and thank you. With 3 cards, Spirit, that's all I want. Let's not get crazy. I'm so grateful that I can still use my voice, but I keep forgetting that I have cough drops in the middle console right here, and I keep forgetting to suckle on them while I'm working. All right. Okay, I've got my cards. Down there. Again, Queen of my World came out again. This is the one that we're trying to get away from the last time that I used this deck. Y'all remember that reading? The cross watcher was trying to get away from the Queen of my world because he felt like she was mean, blind to pain. She is mean. She doesn't care if she inflicts pain. Anyway, the temple of my body. Remember, I keep telling you guys, in order to have spiritual growth, we've got to hold ourselves to some kind of purity, to hold some kind of innocence, to hold some kind of integrity. The temple of my body. Peaceful among thorns. Now, if you can do that, you got it figured out. Didn't I just finish saying, that the Queen of Swords, with our first deck from the Light Seers deck, that she had to go into herself. Libra Collective went into themselves, in order to figure out which fork in the road they took that was not the right one for them, so that they could go back to themselves and obtain the status of the Queen of Coins again, and become the Empress again, or elevate to the Empress. And once you're in that peaceful state, remember I talked about the day starting out bad and how you don't have to stay in that negative energy. Peaceful amongst thorns. Peaceful. I literally said peaceful among storms, and this is peaceful among thorns. Vice versa, it doesn't really matter, because when the storms of life come, you've got to be able. In the military, it's funny, I mentioned the military a lot because they taught me a lot of good things in the military. And one of the things that your platoon sergeant would yell out, and especially in the mornings, would be stand fast. For those that have been in the military, I know you know what I'm talking about. And that's pretty much what they're saying. Stand fast. You're waiting for something, but you're in the ready state. But you gotta be peaceful among the thorns. So instead of getting all nervous because maybe you're in, formation, as they called it, and you're about to have battalion be next to you, etc., and you've got to maybe move or shuffle, or you've got to flank to the left or the right, it doesn't really matter. The point is, when you're peaceful, when you're at peace, you know what to do, you know how to execute, but it doesn't move you. Your inner stillness is calm. Okay? What I keep telling you guys? I'm gonna have to take some aspirin because I'm feeling fever again. Is this me? Is this me? Is this me? Someone here that needs to hear this message is trying to find themselves. Now, whether it's the Libra Collective or whether it's the Cross Watcher, I'm not sure. But I will tell you, they're trying to get away from this Queen of my heart, or Queen of my life, Queen of my world, because they're blind to pain. They don't care. They don't care. They're blind to, oh my gosh, they're blind to anybody's pain. What is that one? Triumph of lies. Told you, this crazy woman. I say crazy because she's got no feelings. Triumph of lies. So this, my God, this woman is, and I want to say it's a woman. Scarlet Lady in Red. Queen of my world, because that's probably who the cross watcher is connected to. Oh wow, blinded to pain. Are those bees on her? Yeah, they're bees that are on her, I think. Yeah, I think they're bees. But this one is the one that got me. Triumph of Lies. Triumph of Lies. So this woman here is probably married to the cross watcher. Calling the storm. They're liars. They like to lie a lot. So I think that if it's not you, Libra Collective, I think it may be the cross watcher, whichever way it fits into the storyline for you. You're always welcome to switch it around if it doesn't sound like you. But it looks like someone is really trying to find themselves. Is this me? This one also came out last time. Is this me? I don't think this person knows who they are. The temple of my body. So maybe if somebody has not been so selective with who they sleep with, maybe taking drugs, alcohol, smoking, whatever. Peaceful among thorns. Someone's trying to find their balance. Somebody's trying to figure out who they are. And someone's trying to think about maybe not living a certain way. Okay? So that's that with the dark mirrors. The dark mirrors, what I like about that deck so far, even though I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you the way it is. It scares me because it's got some really dark energies to those cards, and I can feel those energies. But I will tell you something. It tells me the innermost, darkest secrets. It reveals to me either what you're going through, which so far I don't think it's talking about you. Every time I've used it, it feels to me like it's talking about the cross watcher and the karmic, if you have one. Let's use this, the Hoodoo Tarot, and let's see what comes out, okay? Spirit, please try not to throw these because it's hard for me to go and reach for them, please. And thank you. Whoa, 2 flipped over. Please don't throw them, okay? Just toss them down in front of me, please. I want to know, is there anything else you'd like to tell the Libra Collective? Please and thank you. What's today? August, September, October, November, December. August, September, October. August, September. Okay. So tomorrow I'm gonna try to remember to do an August, September future reading. See what's coming as a Libra Collective. Please tell me, is there anything else that you'd like to tell the Libra Collective for today, please? And thank you. Please and thank you. Are the 2 cards the only thing that you want us to see? Okay. We'll take these 3. 9 of baskets. You had the 10 before. So again, happy times are coming. Okay. You're going to a better time in your life. Better situations that will be coming your way, or you going towards them. Now, whether that's a physical move because they're in a boat or they're in a mode of travel, or you're just going to feel like your life is changing and becoming more easy. This is the Chariot card, however, and I think we got the same card earlier today. The Chariot, I believe we did in the earlier one that I posted for today for the reading. So, you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere. Oh, wow, you got the Hierophant. You got the Hierophant. So you got the Railroad Bill. I'm sorry, you got the Six of Knives. You got Railroad Bill. And then you got Bishop C. Mason, who is the Hierophant. That makes me more curious. Makes me more curious now. All right, let's try to make it as short as we can. Hey, can you guys tell me about the Hierophant? Why is the Hierophant here? I can see why the Six of Swords is here and the Chariot, but what's the Hierophant have to do with anything, please and thank you? Hierophant, please. Oh. Are you talking about marriage? Oh. Oh. So the first thing that okay. So we got the Hierophant. The first card that came out was a maybe when I asked about marriage. It says maybe time will tell. The second card, the way it fell, it said together. I'm a stickler. Spirit, you know I'm going to stay curious. Are you talking about that they may get married? You're talking about the Libra collective possibly will get married? Oh, gosh. Talk about vomiting all over the place. Seven of Coins. That's reaping a harvest. That's growth. The Two of Coins. I didn't see the Two of Coins. The Two of Swords. You're not talking to someone. And also, one thing has to end for another to start. A happy outcome is in the works with your soulmate. So yeah, it is a possibility for marriage in the future. But one thing needs to end before another can start. Either your side or theirs. One thing has to end before another can start. And since you're not talking, because for some of you, you're not talking to each other. Since you're not talking, that has to happen. People have to communicate. Funny story. Funny story. I had blocked my I had blocked my twin flames. Some of y'all maybe have yours blocked. So if you want to talk to them, unblock them. He doesn't know, but I don't have him blocked. I haven't had him blocked in a long time. But he never tried to reach out, so he probably doesn't know that. And when I say he doesn't know that, is because he's a very smart man. The last time I did that, he was very smart, and he used a falsely generated, one of those spoofed type of numbers that you can generate by, I think, Google, to call me. So he's very smart. I tell you guys, sometimes he surprises me because he's so smart, but he has no emotional intelligence, and that's what he needs. He needs to grow up in that area. But he's extraordinarily smart. But I'm sharing this to say, if you've got your honeys blocked, You can't expect them to call. Can't expect them to text, because they won't be able to. So if you want them to reach out, that's your choice. I'm not advocating for or against. I'm just here as a messenger, as an oracle, and I'm telling you, if you got them blocked, they want to talk to you. And the only way you can talk to them is to unblock them. Yes. I hope this helps someone out there. Guys, honestly, first, with some of you in the group are having a beautiful spiritual ascension about you. And yeah, I'm gonna get back to you. I saw your message. I didn't get to answer you because I was working and my brain isn't working that great right now. Luckily, forgive me, luckily all I have to do is sit here and Spirit uses me as a vessel and speaks through me. Otherwise I wouldn't be able to do this for y'all. So I don't have to be feeling well or not. I can still talk to you guys via Spirit. But the batch that are ascending and also getting your life together, that's freaking awesome. The batch that's ascending and going higher and higher, man, I'm so proud of you. And you should be proud of yourself. And this is not an easy journey. You know, I'm going to tell you, the journey to self-discovery is not easy. Most people, when you talk to them about spiritual growth, they think that's religion. And when you talk to people about personal growth, they think that that's going to school, volunteering, you know, becoming more educated or expanding their career. They don't take it as connecting the two so that they can be what a real supra human is. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and I'm going to talk a little bit about the suprahuman. So nowadays, here on Earth, what they're looking at as a suprahuman, super, but instead of super, it's sup, S-U-P-R-A, suprahuman, which means above. Supra means above. They're thinking of like Elon Musk type things, that AI meets human and therefore connecting the two makes a superhuman. That's a form of a superhuman, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about in the metaphysics, a superhuman is one that is so well-rounded that they have both or should I say three, the trifecta. They have the emotional intelligence, they've got the intellectual intelligence that they can, on the material physical plane, they can manifest, and then they also have the spirituality. So they have the trifecta. They've got everything connected. They've got that silver cord connected so well, and they know how to use it, and they're thriving. Okay, and that's why I'm saying, when we talk to the normal everyday people that do not believe in the metaphysics, it goes over their head, because they only think, oh, wait, did you go to Harvard? You know, things like that. I used to tell this woman that I helped to get her PhD, and I say I helped her because I used to give her Metatronic type of activations in order to get her to be able to go through the schooling and have the intellect and have the drive to do everything she needs to do. And so she used to tell me, well, it's not like you have a PhD, but what people don't understand is when you're connected to God, your creator that way, to source, to the arcs, yeah, you do have a freaking PhD. And that is massive. I mean, can you imagine having a PhD, worldly PhD? Now I'm talking about the worldly PhD. And you have no fucking common sense. But you're book smart galore. You have so much book smart that you are like my old friend used to say in Spanish, eres tan inteligente que hasta los mocos te comes, which means, translates into, you're so intelligent you even eat your own boogers. Okay? Which is an insult. And So there's a difference. There are different categories of being intellectual or smart, intelligence, right? And so I think I can hang with the I may not be in Mensa, but I am just as bright as anybody else, and I think I have emotional intelligence, and I also believe that I am spiritually inclined. So therefore, I may not be perfect. I'm a work in progress, but I think I am more than headed in the right direction, and I'm very pleased that I see a lot of that in you all that watch this channel. Your personal growth is not only showing towards me, because I can read and see it, but Spirit is delighting in the fact that you're taking your time to grow yourself. It's like you're cultivating yourself as your own garden, and that's the beauty. That's why I keep telling you guys you are beautiful. I used to tell my twin soul, because when I could see him, when he would let me in, when I would see those glimpses of splendor about him, when he was his real self, the way he was before he became so bitter and so arrogant, I could see the beautiful soul he had. And that's why I tell you guys are beautiful, because I can see that you're growing, your soul is shining, and it's just so beautiful. And we'll get more into the silver cord later, but I just want to touch just a little nugget there, drop a little nugget, and then go away. But you know me, sick or not, here I am, and I hope that you got something out of this. It was a little bit of everything, a hodgepodge. I think maybe that's what I'm going to call this, a hodgepodge. But not very many of you probably know what a hodgepodge is. But nonetheless, it was a splash, a dash, and a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Like when you go to the grocery stores, you can pick from here and you pick from over there, right? But I think that you had a good reading, and I think you're on your way. And wow. So if you had lost financial, abundance, it's not a loss completely. You have worked really hard. It's coming back around again, and that's beautiful. If you feel like you need to talk to your ex or somebody from your past and you've got them blocked, please unblock them. They can't talk to you otherwise. Not unless they're smart like my twin flame and get the snap like my brother used to say, and use their little burner number to call you from. Because if you recognize their number, you may not pick it up, but if you recognize or don't recognize the number, you might. But what he doesn't know is I don't normally answer those numbers anyway, because they're normally people that are just harassing you, right? But I really believe love is coming in regardless if it's with the old person or the new person. And then the self-love that you're showing yourself, how marvelous is that? You've learned to love yourself. Now, I think that that's a huge achievement, because let me tell you, if we take the person that normally loved themselves to begin with to the point to where they don't know how to love anybody else, well, they don't have anything to learn as far as loving themselves. But I'm talking to the ones that love so much that you forget to love yourself. I'm sorry, it probably isn't the best thing or the best way that you've had to learn to love yourself, through pain. But it's better late than never, and it's better to love yourself now than you got 2 seconds to live and you're about to go meet your creator, and then you finally learn to love yourself. No. Don't waste your life. Don't waste your precious time. Sorry, I'm trying to put my flip-flop on. Don't waste your precious time, your precious essence, and your precious breath on someone or something that doesn't see you, doesn't recognize you, doesn't appreciate you. And why am I saying that? Well, because the last thing you're going to do that's the last thing, and it'll be done. So while you're still breathing, I'm going to be in your face. For those that are of the persuasion, God, she's making me feel some kind of way. Yeah, I am. That's my job. That's my job. Nobody did it for me. So you're welcome. I have to tough love you. I have to be your cheerleader. I have to do the pep squad thing. You know, I might get pom-poms. I keep threatening. I have to. Or I'm not doing my job. You think archangels don't do that for me? They tell me when I'm being naughty and not listening, but sometimes I still don't listen. I'm getting out of that. But yeah, they do that. They're like, hey, You're like, but I like wearing pink. Like me with the green shirt. I like wearing green. Doesn't look good on you. I'm like, I'm gonna wear green anyway. So what I'm saying is, someone will always be there to push you, whether spiritually, physically, emotionally, metaphysically, because that's all I can do for you since I'm on the screen. But nonetheless, please know that if I was in your life, I would be telling you, you can do this. I have all hope for you. Just like you want things for yourself, if it's something positive, you can do it. You can do it. And God will give you anything that's for your greater good. Please know that. Because we talked about prayers too. About answered prayers and unanswered prayers. If you feel like you're asking and they're not answering, it's because it's the wrong prayer. Meaning it's the wrong thing you're asking for, or you're not asking the right way. But if they don't answer that prayer, it's because one is cooking, so they haven't answered it yet. Or two, since it's not out of the oven, or two, it's that it is not for you. But if you keep praying long enough, the not for you will still be given to you because Creator loves you. And so if you're necia like I am, meaning you're just one of those little instigator girls, like, but I want it. Okay, you want it. Are you sure? Yes. Okay, well, here you go then. You still want it? No. Why not? Because. What do you mean? Because it's horrible. Yeah, well, that's why I didn't want to give it to you. But you just had to have it, so go at it. You tired now? Okay. So do you understand? That's the concept. So make sure when you're praying that you really need it, that you really want it, and that's really worth it. If it's not worth your time, if it's not worth your energy, and if that person or situation that you're in doesn't feel good, doesn't feed you, doesn't give something back to you, it's not right for you. And yeah, sometimes you do have to let people go in order for them to grow up. In order for them to grow up and stop abusing their privileges with you. Stop abusing the fact that you decided to grace them with your presence. And yeah, so what if that sounds arrogant to them? So what? So what? You've got to love yourself. Not in an obnoxious way. I'm so happy because I'm gorgeous. It's that you've got to love yourself to know that your time is as precious as anybody else's. Love you guys. Again, Victoria Violet, Gypsy Roots Tarot and Travel. This flu or whatever it is shall pass. Until then, we will see each other again tomorrow if God so wills. Love and light. Bye.